everyone. This is Priyanka Bharwani, and today I'm so glad to have Dr. Sheetal Shaparia on my show, who's an astrologer, numerologist, teacup reader, coffee cup reader, wine glass reader, and the list goes on and on. Hi, Dr. Sheetal.
Thank
Welcome.
you so much for having me on this wonderful show of yours.
Of course. Thank you for coming. So, Dr. Sheetal, I would like to ask you a very relevant question to start with. You're into so many things, like I just stated. So, are they all interrelated, or is it like different readings for everybody?
It's an absolutely lovely question. So each technique is basically different. So there is something which I do which is called as banana leaf reading,
Right.
the coffee, the tea, the wine, the runes. So each technique is very different. And what and how does this work is a normal astrological chart will give you predictions of the day, time, and situations.
Right.
Imagine if I had to give an example that if you're at a traffic light,
Okay.
and the traffic light basically starts, and you know that now the green light is there, then it's going to be followed by the red and the orange. So you are very much aware that what's going to happen.
Correct.
So these techniques are more as they are like blueprints, which
Yes.
will help you in your guidance through the time, through the months, through the years, or to a question which is very relevant right now in your life. And you're looking at it as wondering that if I had to choose this, what would it be like? Should I go for this? Should I not? Will this benefit me or no?
Right.
So these are more like clear kind of guidelines which they give.
Okay.
So that's how this helps. And it also, so I'll give you another example. So especially about coffee cup reading.
Yes.
So a client had a very specific question about pregnancy.
Okay.
Now, in the cup, once the reading was done, how is it done? And these are basically coffee grounds which stay back, and the sediments create images into the cup. So once those images are created, the client is going to observe them and going to tell me that what do these images look like to them.
Okay. So they make something out of the sediments, and that image tells a lot about their future.
Yeah. So they don't. Usually how it is done is a very simple thing is you take a spoon of coffee, put it into the cup.
Okay.
A little bit water is given. You twirl the cup a couple of times.
Right.
You put it upside down.
Okay.
And then when you take the cup, you will see that there are patterns which are created in the cup.
Okay.
Now these patterns which are created inside the cup are going to be decoded now.
Right.
So what is it looking like to them? Like if I had to give you the cup, you would say and look at it at a complete different light than what I would look into the cup and say that it's looking completely different.
Correct.
So the same way, these things are going to look different from person to person.
Yes. It's just like how we probably see a cloud in the sky and make our own images out of it.
Correct.
Is that the same way
Yeah.
that a coffee cup reading is done?
Correct.
And so the client sees the residue of the coffee in the cup and makes their own image out of it, and then you have a lot to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So since her question was very confirmed, that her question was that when will I get pregnant?
Okay.
Now, in such a situation, what did she see in the cup? That mattered. She saw a house, she saw some stars, she saw a pathway.
Okay.
Now, how does this whole thing get connected?
Right.
So when I saw the cup and I told her the answers, it was quite amusing to her because I immediately said that in the present place where she's living, the house is too small and there are too many people living in the house.
Okay.
And then in the cup, we had seen a road. So when I told her, it also tells me that there is another place that you are having. Could be in the village, could be somewhere else. And she immediately said, yes, I have another place, the
Another
village
house.
house, which is in Sangli.
Oh.
And the moment I said yes, and I told her that, why don't you think of basically living there for some time?
Till you get pregnant.
Yes. And since she was a writer, this was quite possible.
Yeah.
And in 3 months, good enough that I got an answer from her saying that, yes, I'm pregnant.
Oh, wow. But do you mind sharing what exactly did she see in the coffee cup that made you do this reading?
Yes.
Just a little idea,
Yeah.
so that
so
we
the
know.
thing that what she had seen was the house. then there was a road,
Okay.
then there were stars, and also there were few trees. Now,
So that's how you put together that she should shift to such a place where, there's more space for her to grow as a family.
yes. So
Okay.
the house immediately told me, you have to also use your intuition.
Yes.
The house immediately told me that there was a small space where she was at this point.
Hmm.
The road told me that there was a new place for her. The trees also, the trees that she had seen, had told me that there are new beginnings that are going to take place into her life. The shift is going to be for the best.
Yes.
The stars told me that even her work life is going to change post she changes from her current situation and her current place.
Oh, wow. Okay, so now I got the idea what coffee cup reading is. I was so intrigued. I was like, what is this? So is wine glass reading the same, where you probably twirl the wine glass and you get images and you interpret them?
So wine glass reading comes from the times of the Bachcha's time.
Okay.
So it's more like the Roman and the Greek time.
Okay.
So at that time, it was believed that since they have gods for everything, so Dionysus is the god for basically the god of wine. And how it was done is that they used to feel that they were completely blessed when they had food on the table, they had cheese, they had everything. They would all sit together as couples and then they would keep on dancing. But the difference was that they would fill up the wine glass till the brim.
Oh, okay.
And then they would wait to watch that which glass would fall down first.
Oh.
And then they would all pray together and they would call for the divine and ask them to help them predict that person's future.
Whichever glass fell first.
First.
So that person's future.
Yes.
Okay.
They would all collectively get together.
Right.
They would pray to the divine and then they would give the prediction.
Okay.
How this is done now is what I do is I take plain canvases. So the client will take a glass, will take the wine. Why wine? 70% of our body is made out of water.
Right.
And so is wine.
Yeah.
Wine also has a lot of water in it.
Okay.
And if you see the color of the wine is red.
Yeah.
But the red is very similar to the blood that we have.
Okay.
So now what happens is once you take and hold that energy into your hand, you can think of whatever question that you have. You twirl the glass and then you will make a splash on the canvas.
Oh, you just like splash it like paint.
Yeah, just once.
Yeah.
And the moment the splash is made, the beauty here is that you will see that how the full canvas gets painted and it's given a light.
Okay.
But everything is going to matter here. Whether the sediments of the wine have fallen on the upper part of the canvas, the lower, the left, the right, in between, and what are the images that are formatting with this, and plus how many live bubbles are there.
So you take a reading based on all of that.
All these things are going to be calculated, and then I will be giving a prediction. The beauty of this prediction is that you can get your answer in flat 3 seconds.
Oh.
Because the wine, once splashed on the canvas, will go flat in 3 seconds.
Oh, so you have to be quick and you have to see how many bubbles and what images are being formed.
The image which is being formed.
Yeah, because it'll just all start draining.
Drizzling.
Yeah. Okay, that's so interesting. I mean, I've never heard of these things before, wine glass. And what about teacup? Teacup is the same as coffee cup?
No. So
that's a different procedure.
Yes. So teacup reading comes from China.
Okay.
So each place like coffee is basically from Turkish coffee cup reading.
Right.
The teacup reading has come from China. But here, it's a little different. The Chinese method is different because there are different kind of teas. At least 5 to 6. The person gets to choose any one, and here we are going to brew the tea.
Okay.
And post the brewing of the tea, I'm going to be saying the predictions because here now the full patterns that are going to be formed are very different than what we had just seen in the coffee cup.
Oh, so every method is very different and unique from each other.
Yes.
Okay, that's amazing. So, Dr. Sheetal, I'm a mom and I'm very curious to know what remedies can moms actually bring into their daily routine to help their kids focus and excel in academics. Anything in the house we can change or add, or their study table or something like that, some remedy that'll help them focus.
Sure. The most important thing is to see that the child is basically not facing a door behind them while they're studying.
Okay.
So if there is a door behind them, they will constantly feel insecurities,
Okay.
and then they will not feel very stable while they're studying.
If their study table is here, there should not be a door behind. Okay.
But if there is a wall behind,
Okay.
then that is the best situation.
Like how we are sitting.
Yes.
So there should be a wall,
Wall
behind
behind.
while they're studying.
A second thing is keeping the child facing the east while they are studying.
Okay.
Is a very, very good idea, because the sun rises from the east, and it gives a lot of energy. So keeping a child sitting in the east is also very good, because it will give a lot of concentration to the child. Second most important thing is, I always say that see to that there is no clutter where they are studying. So usually what happens is, because it's a child's room, he'll end up using a lot of color.
Right.
But actually, that color becomes very destructive for children.
It's more like clutter.
Yeah, clutter.
Yeah.
So too many colors will not allow them to basically concentrate on anything.
Right.
So I would usually tell them that, you should keep their boxes, separate toy boxes or books or everything, kept in a way where it's not shouting a lot of color in the room.
Right. So everything concealed, and keep the room minimalistic so they focus on what's important.
Yes. Especially when they're growing up, and, concentration nowadays time is so important.
Yeah.
And with the age of electronics, any which ways this, span is so little.
They're always so distracted anyway with the iPad and TV and so much happening. So this is a very good point actually, to keep their room very decluttered so they can focus. And the second point was, make sure there's a wall at the back and not a door.
Yeah. And try and make the children sit in the east, facing the east.
Yes.
Because that's from where the sun grows.
Okay.
And the other thing is also, what you can do is, if the child is giving any competitive exams or something which, they really want marks for, the idea is to buy a small little crystal globe. Okay. And put that, where your area of study area
Study
is.
table. You mean like a world globe?
Yeah. A small little crystal.
But
world
crystal,
globe. Yeah,
not
crystal.
any other material.
No, not any other material.
And that on the study table.
Study table.
Okay.
So we should put that little globe on the study table and allow minimalistic things on the table, only things what they are going to be studying. Okay. At that point.
Again, not clutter.
Not
just
clutter. Not too many books or too many things. Just make it very clean. Put those kind of things. Have their chair, the back of the chair, a little taller. Okay. So when you keep these small little things in mind, this will definitely help them focus more. And if you feel that the child is someone, who's always kind of distracted, then the other thing is also, you can put this small plant. Okay. And it's a jade plant.
Jade.
Yeah.
Okay. And that on the study table as well.
That also helps basically in concentration.
And then all this also helps them excel in school?
Yes, of course. Because you see, you have to put your efforts. No matter what, you definitely have to put your efforts.
Of course.
But the idea is that once, where you are sitting and studying, if the place is, kept very well, then for sure the concentration span is much more longer, and that's what we are aiming at.
And that helps in turn.
Yeah.
Of course. So, Dr. Sheetal, you're so much into astrology, numerology. Of course, you know a lot about numbers. My next question is, which numbers are in for a rough ride in 2026?
Well,
is there actually something they can do about it, or is it just something they need to sit through?
So the numbers that I feel especially need to take a little bit care for themselves would be a number 7.
Okay.
That would be number 9.
Wow, I'm number 9.
And I would say that a number 5, a number 3, these are few numbers. Actually, a 3 is going to do very well, but also depends what are the core numbers of the 3.
Okay.
But other than that, especially for these numbers 7, 9, I feel that this year is a little bit difficult. 5 also. But
in what way? In what way is it difficult?
I would feel that they would feel that this year, whatever they are planting or they are deciding, it may get delayed. They may not see the fruits as much they have felt in the last year. and they will feel that things are not happening automatically the way they should.
So whether it's career, whether it's financially, family wise, everything will be a little difficult.
Yeah, I could say that yes, it is a little bit rough in the edges of making major decisions.
Okay.
So if you are planning to make major decisions like shifting, or if it is a major decision of changing a career path, if it's a major decision of your family planning, I would totally say that this year you should wait it out. Wait for the next year. Make your plans this year, but don't set it out yet.
Okay. So you're saying these numbers just have to sit through it. Are there any remedies, maybe, if you can suggest, maybe if it works for these numbers?
Yeah, sure. For a number 7, I would daily say that just, burning a camphor and a diya, it is a very good idea, because that basically changes their aura and perspective. And basically for a 9, I would say just giving water
Okay.
to the tulsi plant or to the sun god is a good idea. Another thing also is a simple activity of donation that they can do, which is also very, very good, is basically feeding the cow on a Saturday. That is a good idea. Just giving them bananas or some good or roti or whatever.
On for number 9.
For number 9.
Okay.
So a good roti or probably a banana, just any kind of food that they can donate on a Saturday
To a cow.
to a
on
cow.
Saturday.
But I would not be very specific, like they have to do a til laddu or something. Not that. Yes, but I would say that to give food for sure, like as I said, bananas are there.
Yes.
Or some grains are there.
Yes.
Something
Good
of that
or
sort.
something. Okay. And offering water to the sun is also another thing.
And
Okay.
if you can't do that, and if you have a tulsi plant, then also you can just simply pour the water into the tulsi plant. That also works very, very well.
So this will help in a few ways.
Yeah, this will definitely help them in a lot of ways. They will not feel too overburdened, or they will not feel that they are too challenged for the year.
Yes.
They'll feel they are more prepared.
So it is happening, but it'll just reduce the burden.
Yes.
These remedies.
Yes.
Okay.
For
great.
a number 5, I would say, because they are placed everywhere and the energy is a full-on energy. And for a number 5, a simple thing I would say is to feed the pigeons or the birds. That's a very good thing. And even if they keep a little fish tank in their house, that's another good remedy. Try and feed the fishes.
Okay.
Or if they can go somewhere to the pond and feed the fishes, or the birds, as I said, the pigeons and the birds, that's a very good thing for them.
Okay.
And they should try and keep something green with them. That would be the key. So even if it's a green handkerchief, it's a small, a green kind of a keychain or a wallet, anything which is green,
Carry it with
them, and that is a good thing for them. That will help them.
Okay, that's very useful information. And which are the numbers that are benefiting this year and they're going to have a good year in 2026?
So number 1, number 3 is going to be fantastic for them. It's going to be a super, super roller coaster ride for them, because they've been waited for such a long time. And for them, they are going to actually see a lot of mark, especially for number 6 also. People who are into any domains, I have said this before also, people into domains of film industry, anything with technology, anything which is a AI, anything which is more of now time, especially into those kind of things, they are going to excel. Into yoga, spiritual practices are going to do very, very well. So nurturing, if you are into nurturing, if you're a nurse, if you are into holistic healing, any of these HR, you will be excelling.
They will all excel. That's great to know. So the next question, this is about, this is for married people. And if someone is going through constant fights and arguments in their marriage, which is very common in today's times, what are 3 simple remedies they can start at home immediately?
So a number 1 thing, if you feel that the partner and you are having constant tiffs, the thing is that I always suggest people to basically put their heads, the couple must put their heads in the south direction in their bedroom. So if they are lucky enough and if they are having a bedroom which is in the southwest of the house, it's the best.
Okay.
But if not, and whatever room you have got, and even if you put your head in the south direction, that will balance the energies and you will feel that the rifts will basically become a little lesser.
Okay.
Having peace lily plants,
Mm-hmm.
they are very, very lucky, and they basically help into relationship. So in your bedroom, if you can put the peace lily plant in the north or the northeast of your bedroom, that's a lovely thing.
So this has to be in the bedroom.
Yes.
In the north of your bedroom, you need to keep a lily plant.
Peace lily.
Okay.
So you can put it in the north or the northeast. You can put a peace lily plant. That is also very helpful. Another a small little remedy which will always work with you and your partner is try, and whenever you feel that there are too many fights that are taking place, try and have a plain white bed sheet, plain white pillow cover, and a plain white mattress while sleeping, because that enhances the Venus into the chart. So if you use this white color, it will help you. And you can also put a fitkari or alum. You can put a small piece in the bedroom and the side corners of your bedroom, and change it weekly, once a week, clear and cleanse it, and see to that your room basically is a place where both of you retire together. You have conversations. There is a lot of bonding which happens in the room. So ideally, I always tell them that please see to that the room is kept absolutely spick and span, because the way your room is going to show me your mental map.
Okay. So again, no clutter.
No clutter.
Yeah.
So try and keep things very clean.
And I'm guessing what I'm gathering from what you're telling me is that there should be more white.
Yes.
In the room.
Yes, because white basically is the color for Venus, and Venus is something that you need in a relationship to have that spark constant, to have that love, to have that romance.
Okay.
So this is a very simple way that we can see to that the Venus is extremely activated by using a plain white bed sheet, plain white pillow cover, and plain white mattress.
Okay, amazing. So this is about nazar. So our moms really believed that, if someone would fall sick, isko nazar lag gaya. But today's generation doesn't think so. Even me, I'm like, what is nazar? So what do you have to say? Does the evil eye really exist, or it's just in our minds?
So, the way this whole evil eye is portrayed, it's very funny. So, my take on this is that, when suddenly out of the blues, when you're all good with health, you've fallen sick, suddenly you feel that there's a lot of hair loss, you will end up, having bitter fights with your partner when everything was going smooth sailing, and there was no reason for those fights to basically take place.
That constant change you're talking about.
That instant change, that is a feeling. And if it's happening, reoccurring too many times, that's the time you should feel that, yes, there is a nazar. So basically, what does a nazar actually mean? It's a very simple thing. It's like today, if I look at this plant, do you know that in yoga also you have this practice that if you put a spoon and if you constantly keep on looking at the spoon, you can bend the spoon by just visually looking at it. That's the power of your mind. Now, with this power of the mind that you have, you are living in a society where there are lots of people. Okay. And you have something and I don't. And if I want to perceive that thing, or I want that thing, or I feel that, you are showing that thing off so much, and I feel that how I wish I was lucky enough to get this. That is the point of nazar.
So you're talking about how people are not always happy and they are jealous. Is that the correct word?
Yeah, you can
maybe
say,
they don't have, very positive intentions towards what you have, and they want that. And they
because you have to understand that we all are made in such a way that we all are growing. So there is going to be a thing that we always want to be one up. There are going to be times where even if you look at a person and you perceive to become like a person. Now, beauty industry also, there are so many actresses where You feel that, oh, she
Yeah.
looks so beautiful.
Yeah.
You want to be like her. You want to look like her. You look at influencers nowadays. You try to dress like them. You try to behave like them. Sometimes there is something which always attracts about another person, right?
Yeah.
So in this world, especially, which is so open now, where people put up their stories, their vacations, their smaller happinesses. Now, other people don't know what is the other side of the story.
Yeah.
What is only shown is what is on that page. Nobody knows about all the difficulties or the trouble the person is taking in their personal life.
And they feel it's all rosy and they like, oh my God, my life is not like that. Why
Correct.
is
So many
that?
vacations.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this person is just
What a
always on a
life.
flight.
Yeah.
What a life.
Yeah.
So these are the things. So my simple thing is that how can we protect ourselves?
Yeah.
What are the simple things that we can do that can ward ourselves from all these kind of things? So one simple routine which I usually tell people is that every day after your day is over, once you come back home, you must 100% have a hot shower bath, and post that burn the fire in the sense of anything. If you're a Christian, you can do a candle. If you're a Hindu, you can do a diya or anything.
Anything in the temple or anywhere in the house we can burn.
In
fire.
Case if you're a person who doesn't believe in other things, you can do it anywhere in the house. If you're a follower and if you believe in God, then of course it is a very good thing to try and burn a diya in the temple and just stand in front of the light for 5 minutes, pray for 5 minutes. That itself is a protecting shield.
And that in the evening.
In the evening, and especially while you're having bath, I would say that just taking a little rock salt in your hand. So even if you do not want to put it in water, many times people end up saying, oh, the skin will get spoiled.
The salt water bath you're talking about.
And then they say that I don't want my skin to get spoiled or my hair to get spoiled because of the rock salt.
Correct.
Then a simple thing is, hold the rock salt in your hand and 21 times you just have to take it clockwise over your head and one time anti-clockwise. And
21 times.
Yes. Clockwise 21 times.
Yeah.
And anti-clockwise one time.
So where about
on your head? This
on
is
the
how
head 21 times clockwise and anti-clockwise once. Yeah.
And once you do this ritual, and while you are doing this ritual, you can basically pray to any god or any person that you believe, or your guru is there, or God is there, or you can even say a nice affirmation for that, a cleansing affirmation. And once you do this, you can put this into running water.
Yeah.
And then have your bath.
Is this called aura cleansing, what you're talking about?
Yes. So this is definitely aura cleansing, because what the evil eye actually catches first is your aura.
Yeah.
Because you're not only holding this place where you're sitting. Your aura is 10 times larger than where you are.
Yeah.
So the same way, this also cleanses your aura. It gets your mood lifted up immediately. You feel lighter with energy.
Yeah.
And if you feel that little children are falling sick, sometimes you have cute
kids
children
fall
and
sick a lot.
Yeah, and the people say, oh, so cute. Or if you have a dog or a pet, and people are constantly saying, oh my God, your pet is so cute, or your baby is so cute. Then another simple thing also you can do is, which I think it always works, is taking 3 pieces of chili, the red suka chili that you'll end up having. So take that, take mustard seeds, and you put camphor and rock salt with it, and simply you have to take it over your head again 21 times, over the pet, over the child, and you go into the kitchen and you put it basically into fire.
Okay. So again 21 times around the head of the child.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or the pet, or whatever, wherever you feel that the person
How
is
does the Kala Tikka work for kids?
That also works, because you see, if you see the color black, it's a very strong color.
Yeah.
Okay. So like now,
it wards off evil.
Yeah. Now you have put a eyeliner, which is black in color.
Yeah.
What will it do? It enhances your eyes for sure. But at the same time, it will ward it off.
Oh, really? So this protects me.
Yeah. Because if you see in the olden days, even if you see in the Egyptian era, or if you saw even, at the times of the Maharaja times or old sages, you would see that the black kala tika was used in a lot of things.
Yeah, to ward off evil.
To ward off
That's
evil.
what, yeah.
So the color itself is so strong that once kept on the face or kept anywhere, it just pulls your eyes right there and it will ward the eye.
Okay.
From that. So, little babies are made to wear the black thread in their neck.
Yeah. So how do you know that your house is affected with nazar? And sometimes guests come over and you have this very heavy feeling after they go. But how do you know? Is there any scientific way to prove that there's nazar in the house?
Yeah. There's an amazing thing. What you can do is you can just take agarbatti. You put it right in the center of your house. Okay. And you burn it. Now, when you burn a agarbatti, you see there are fumes.
Yeah.
If the fumes form proper small circle, and bigger circles, and then they kind of disappear, that means the house is having very good energy.
Okay.
But if by the time the circles are getting formulated and they are breaking and they're not even forming as circles and disrupting in between, and they're just spreading.
It's just spreading out from the beginning.
From the beginning. Yeah. That's where you will 100% come to know that there is a strong nazar or energy in your house which is holding it back.
Wow, that's a very good thing. And what is the remedy? Suppose this happens and we find out that there's actually some nazar. What can we do in our house to combat this?
So simple thing is nowadays it is very easy to get the Californian sage. So you take your sage, you burn the sage, and you have to open all your windows and you take the sage and move all around your house.
Okay.
And smudge your house completely. And you can keep on saying a small cleansing, processing affirmation to your house, talk to your house, because your house is built with your personal energies.
Yeah, and emotions.
Yes.
There's so much.
So one is that. Second is that you can take camphor and you can take like say 2-3 pieces of camphor and 1 or 2 cloves and you can burn this little thing and you can just take it all around the house. Or nowadays even you get those sockets, which have those ready-made things
camphor,
where, just to put the camphor and the clove on it, and you let that burn for a little while, and immediately you will see that the full sense of the house changes.
The entire energies will change.
Energies changes. And I always tell everyone that every 15 days or 20 days, it's a good thing to start shifting things a little bit in your own house. Smaller shifts, like taking a sofa and maybe, moving it a little to the left or to the right. So there is no stagnant energy in the house.
Is it? So you should move around furniture?
Yeah, move around your furniture, move around your things that have been kept for a very long time in the same situation. The movement will just allow the energy to pass all over into your house.
Oh, that's very nice. I didn't know. I thought it's better to keep them in place. But that's good to know. So Holi is in a week and most of us are thinking colors and parties. But what's really happening cosmically on this day that we are completely unaware of?
So the most important thing this Holi, you have to understand, it's all about burning the things and the past grudges and the past emotions of the last year into the new year.
Yes, that's called Holika, right?
Holika. Yeah. So when this bonfire happens, people put so many things. There is dhan, which is basically given inside the Holika. But the most important thing is to also understand it's about releasing old patterns and creating new ones.
Yes.
Each year, as like even our clothes become old, we actually give it away.
Yes.
We buy new things, right?
Yeah.
Same is with the energy. We have to understand that we are building and always are in a process of getting new energies.
Yeah.
And the best way to do it is like take a piece of paper, write down things that serve you no more, relationships that don't serve you anymore, which are toxic, situations which you have felt that they have been like old patterns and you have not been able to release those old patterns.
Yes.
Like even your goals, which you have been stuck since a very long time and you feel that those goals have just not moved anyway from your life and you're still stuck to them. Write everything. And after writing that, while you're taking the circle of the Holika Dahan, the idea is to put that paper and allow it to burn.
Okay.
Let these energies basically burn off.
So
because
it's a way of renewing yourself
yes,
with Holika.
yes, because it's the time of the equinox, and it's also the time of Krishna. Because Krishna is all about love, it's all about colors, it's all about chakras. So all these colors that are used, like if you see, colors make a person feel so happy. If you see the red, yellow, green, they're just so beautiful colors.
Yes.
And life is all about colors. So even when you get out of your house, you see plants and sceneries and things like this, which make you uplift your energies.
Yeah, yeah.
So mindfully think of the colors that you would associate your people or loved ones with, and send them those colors, in packets.
Yeah.
So if there is a relationship which you felt that needs to be healed, and you felt that this was something, when is the right time actually to break that bridge or make that conversation, make this that day.
Okay.
Use a green color, take a little packet of green color, send it to that person, because it's all about healing, it's all
So
about nurturing.
physically send it,
You
or
can
just in your mind?
You can send it physically, and if you can't send it physically, and if the person is internationally somewhere, you can allow or think of that color and release that color to that person.
Okay.
Mentally also.
Yes, yes. That also helps release a lot of.
Yeah, that also helps.
Yes.
Because you're trying to break all the old bonds and create new ones.
Okay.
So this is all time for more love. This is a time for refreshing, a restart. It's a restart button.
Yes.
So in this restart button, the idea would be to always be more mindful and release the things which serve you no more. Release all the grudges. Holding on to any grudge is not going to allow anything,
Yes.
but it's going to set you down more.
Yeah.
So allow those grudges to go, allow the love to be felt. Send some things of more playful energies. Think about Krishna, chant about him also, play with all these colors, and make this a very vibrant energy of love and acceptance with new energies. How will you set the new energies? Because now you've released the old energies, but now it's about setting goals about your new energies that you want in your life.
Yes.
So the paper you have released into the fire. So the old energies have been gone now.
Yeah.
And you take another paper, you set your clear intentions, write the beautiful things that you want to achieve this year in your life, whether they are goals, whether they are relationships, whether whatever things that you always wanted in your life. Write those things, circle these things with colors. How can you do that? Simply by using felt pens. Just use colorful felt pens.
Okay.
Use those, make those colorful patterns, write those things into a colorful box, kind of, in a paper, or create patterns out there. And fold this paper and keep it with you. You can put it in your wallet, or you can put it in a place where, on your vision board.
Okay. And all this on Holi has to be done on Holi with colors.
Yes.
Okay. That's amazing. That's some good insight on, what Holi is and how we can maximize the benefits.
Yes.
So one last question, coming back to some mom talk. This is for to-be moms. A lot of people plan cesareans and, the date of birth and the time of birth. So by choosing a certain time of delivery, does it change the future, the baby's birth chart? In general, their entire life, does it really change things for them?
100% it does. So the time, when the baby is born, the timing is very important of the child.
Okay.
So usually when the doctor in a C-section will always give you the time and tell you that, okay, you have a day or two, or you can select your timings. And so once you select your proper timing and, the day and the murat and everything, and once the baby is born, the baby carries less of the burden into this lifetime.
Okay.
So because of the karmic patterns that each of us carry from our lives, but when something of this sort is done, at least we are ensuring that whatever karmic patterns we didn't know, if it had to be a normal delivery, what they would carry. But since now it is in our hands and we are going to do so, so selecting the time would actually make the challenges a little lesser, because now that every person is going to have challenges, but we'll ensure it that the challenges are more lesser, and according to the timing and the murat and everything, it would just help as a healthy baby with a healthy mother.
Yeah. And it also helps in ensuring a better future for the child.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's good to know. Thank you so much, Dr. Sheetal Shaparia. I think this was a very insightful conversation. I have learned so much from this, and I'm sure the viewers will also learn a lot. So thank you, and I'm so glad and so happy for having you on my show.
Thank you so much, and it was a pleasure to be on your fantastic show.
Thank you.